Hey guys, what's up? So today is 26th May 2017. So let us discuss the 10 MCQs based on these current affairs. Instructions are pretty clear, so let's get started. Question number 1. Mount Dholagiri is located in. So it is not located in India, it is in Nepal. So all these options are wrong. Answer here is D, none of the above. So Mount Dholagiri is in Nepal, is the 7th highest mountain in the world, and the mountain's name Dholagiri comes from the Sanskrit word. Dhaval means like white or dazzling, and Giri means mountains. So why it was in news? Because an Indian Air Force mountaineering team comprising of 12 members, including a lady climber, was launched on a mountaineering expedition to Mount Dholagiri. Question number 2. Consider the following statements for Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, that is TRAI. Its major objective is to provide a fair and transparent environment that promotes a level playing field for telecommunication sector. This is correct. It also issues orders and directions for direct to home services. Both these are correct. So answer here is C, both 1 and 2. Both the statements are correct. So TRAI is the regulator of the telecommunication sector in India. TRAI's mission is to create and nurture conditions for growth of telecommunications in India to enable the country to have a leading role in the emerging global information system. And one of the main objectives of the TRAI is to provide a fair and transparent environment that will promote a level playing field and will facilitate fair competition in the market. And TRAI regularly issues orders and directions on various subjects like tariff, interconnections, quality of service, direct to home services, mobile number portability, etc. etc. Question number 3. Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC. OPEC, which of the following statements are correct? It contains 73% of the world's proven oil reserves. This is correct. Venezuela is one of its founding members. This is also correct. And Indonesia was one of its members till recently. Yes. Till 30th November 2016, Indonesia's membership was suspended. So answer here is D, 1, 2, 3. So Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries was founded in 1960 by 5 countries: Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia and Venezuela. They were the founding members. Later they were joined by these countries. Indonesia suspended its membership, so currently we have 13 member countries. They have 42% of the global oil production and 73% of the world's proven oil reserve. Question number 4. Consider the following statements. National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority is a statutory body that controls the prices of all the pharmaceutical drugs in India. This is wrong. It is set up as per executive order. It is not a statutory body. NPPA has been given or powers to implement and enforce the drugs price control order of 2013. So this is correct. So answer here is B, 2 only. So NPPA is a government regulatory agency, not a statutory body. Monitors and controls the prices of pharma drugs in India. It was formed on 29th August 1997 and it has been given powers to implement and enforce the drugs price control order, DPCO. Okay, only the prices of drugs that figure in the national list of essential medicines are monitored and controlled by the regulator according to this. Question number 5. The idea of Asia Africa growth corridor has been proposed by. So here India and Japan has been proposing this. So all these are wrong. Answer here is D, none of the above. So India and Japan unveiled a vision document for Asia Africa growth corridor, which was proposed by the prime ministers of the two countries, and proposal for growth corridors was presented to the board of governors of African Development Bank. Obviously it will facilitate greater trilateral or triangular cooperation between Japan, India and Africa. And as African countries continue to grow against their lot of background of abundant resources, growing population, they are becoming very important partners of Japan and India, both politically, economically, etc. Question number 6. Recently, Shank 3 was in news. Which of the following explains it correctly? It is a gene basically, and it is a genetically modified variety of cotton. This is related with high IQ. That is a different thing. That is BT cotton. So Shank 3 is a gene variant associated with high IQ. So answer here is B. The Shank 3 gene provides instructions for making a protein that is found in many of the body's tissue, but it is most abundant in the brain. And gene variants like Shank 3 is associated with high IQ and are also associated with higher risk of autism spectrum disorder. Question number 7. Consider the following statements for CRISIL. It is the largest credit rating agency in India. This is correct. It also works with governments and policymakers in India. This is also correct. Its majority shareholders is Standard & Poor, which is one of the big 3 credit rating agencies of the world. Yes, the answer here is C. All these statements are correct. So CRISIL is the largest rating agency of India. It works with the governments and policymakers in India and other emerging markets in the infrastructure domain. And CRISIL's business operates from 8 countries like USA, Argentina, Poland, UK, India, China, Hong Kong and Singapore. Its majority shareholders is S&P and 3 big credit rating agency of the world which holds 95% of the global market includes Moody's, Standard & Poor's and Fitch. Just remember these 3 names, they can be asked. Question number 8. Consider the following statements for Caribbean community. CARICOM. Foreign policy coordination is one of its major pillars. This is absolutely correct. All members and associate members are island states. This is wrong. This is wrong. And Cuba is one of its member states. So this is also wrong. So answer here is B. That is one only. So CARICOM is a group of 20 countries, 15 member states and 5 associate. It is home to approximately 16 million citizens and 60% of whom are under the age of 30. Okay, and they are stretching from Bahamas in the north to Suriname and Guyana in South America. So they are not island countries. Okay, and CARICOM rests on 4 main pillars, that is economic integration, foreign policy coordination, human and social development and security, and these are the members. Cuba is not one. Question number 9. To promote entrepreneurship in the country, the government of India has set up the definition of a startup. Which of the following constitutes a startup? An entity shall be considered as a startup up to 7 years from the date of its incorporation and registration. This is correct. Letter of recommendation from an incubator industry association shall be required for tax benefits but not for recognition. This is also correct. So this is wrong rather, because it is neither required for recognition nor it is required for tax benefits. So answer here is A, one only. So age of startup has been increased. Okay. So it has been increased to 7 years, and in case of biotech startup it has been increased to 10 years. And no letter of recommendation is required from an incubator or industry association either for recognition or tax benefits. And potential of job and wealth creation has been broadened to include scalability of business model with potential of employment generation or wealth creation. Last question for the day. Which of the following is not one of the 5 fields of African Development Bank new transformation agenda high 5? So they include power, agriculture, connectivity, industrialization and health. So here answer is C, education is not there. So AFDB's new transformation agenda is encapsulated in the high 5s related to the field of power, agriculture, connectivity, industrialization and health. So thank you for watching this lesson. Have an awesome day.